Ooh. Hello. It's that famous time again. One more time. Hello everyone, my name is Greg and welcome to Home Debate Club. So every week we help you and your people that you're with, either in school or at home, to lead a debate at the same time as lots of young people across the country. And if you're joining for the first time, hello, it's great to meet you. So usually my friend Sam is here, but he's not here today, so it's just me. So let's all say a big hello to Sam if he's watching at home. Hi Sam. And yeah, so it's just me. But what we're going to do today, we're very happy that you're going to be involved, and we've got 3 different rules that we'd like to ask you to stick to. So let me put the rules up on the screen for you so you can see those. Give me a moment. And there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 different things. We're going to listen carefully for instructions, be ready to respond when we ask you, and number 3, keep your comments, if you're commenting live on YouTube or Facebook, keep them kind and relevant. So what we do to start Home Debate Club is a game, and usually Sam tells me what the game is today. So today is a Greg game, and because I like music, it is a musical game. So I hope you're ready. So this game is called Don't Clap This One Back. It's called Don't Clap This One Back. So what you're going to do, when you hear this rhythm, you're going to shout, don't clap this one back. So the rhythm is, and when you hear that, you're going to shout, don't clap this one back. So let's practice. Don't clap this one back. Let's try again. Don't clap this one back. And if you hear any other rhythm, then you have to clap it back. Okay, so let's practice clapping back. So it's, you get it? So any other rhythm, you clap back. But if you hear this rhythm, you shout, don't clap this one back. Okay, right, let's do it. This is a great game. I love this game. So now we've got the idea, let's play. So if you're ready, let's do it. Don't clap this one back. Don't clap this one back. Great game, great game. Thank you so much for playing today. So that was my game, that was my musical game. I hope you liked it. So this week, we are going to be debating an important question. And the question is, if you could have one person in your bubble of 6 and anyone across the world, who would it be and why? So let me just explain what this question means. Well, in many places across the UK, the rules on lockdown are slightly tightening up again. So it's getting a little bit stricter. And lots of families are having to organise bubbles of 6 of people to be with. So this is to try and stop people from mixing as much and helping to bring down the number of coronavirus cases. So this week, we're just having a little bit of fun with the question and thinking about if you could pick anyone in the world, who would be in your bubble and why? Does that make sense? I hope so. So this week, we've got 4 different ideas to be exploring, and we've got some very interesting suggestions who could be in our bubble. So suggestion number 1, it's a good one. It's a really good one. Here we go. Oh, it's Moana. Okay, so Moana, all the way from Polynesia. I think Moana would be great in a bubble because she's really fun. She's hardworking. She brings the sunshine, and she's just such a brilliant individual, I think. Imagine all the cool things that you'd learn if Moana was in your bubble. So that's our first suggestion. Thank you, Moana. That's a great suggestion. So the next suggestion, and it's a slightly different suggestion from the first one, is somebody called Chris Whitty. Oh, okay. So what do you think, Moana or Chris Whitty? Chris Whitty, in some ways, doesn't seem quite as cool as Moana. But let me just explain who he is. So he is the government's chief medical advisor, which means that he's a really important scientist helping to advise and give information to the government on coronavirus. So on the first glance, he might not look as cool as Moana, but I think he's an amazing scientist who would be so much fun to be hanging around with in a social bubble of 6. You'd learn from all his amazing science experiments that he's done. And look at his little face. What a guy. Go on, Chris Whitty. Love the guy. Okay, so that's option number 2. Option number 3 is somebody who's actually from Tottenham, and it is Harry Kane. So Harry Kane, if you didn't know already, he's a famous footballer. And I don't know much about football. I'm more of a music fan, but Harry Kane is apparently a very famous footballer. And I think he is because he scores lots of goals and he plays for England. And so when I was thinking if he would be a good person to be in a bubble, he could teach you loads about football, couldn't he? And you could get some tips on how to score loads of goals, to do keepy ups. He'd be good at keeping you fit as well because he's a really fit footballer. So I think Harry Kane would be pretty good. I think he'd be a good person to be in your bubble. Love to hear what you have to think. So that's our third option, Harry Kane. Fourth option and final option, very exciting option, we have got Greta Tumburg. So who is Greta Tumburg? That's the question. So if you've not heard of her, let me explain to you. So she is what we call a young activist, and an activist is somebody who fights for change. They see something in the world that they would like to change. And the change that Greta Thunberg is trying to make is she's trying to make the planet greener and trying to stop climate change, to make the planet a more environmentally friendly place. And why do I think she'd be great in a bubble? Well, I think you'd get some great tips on how to be greener, on how to help to save the world and be more friendly to the planet. I think being in a bubble with Greta Thunberg would be amazing because she is, you'd learn so much from her, and someone who's at such a young age being able to change the world. So let's think. Just to recap today's options, let me put myself back on the screen, even though I'm not an option. You don't want to be in a bubble with me. I'm very annoying. I talk too much, basically. So just to remind everyone, here is our four ideas this week. We have option 1, Moana. Option 2, Chris Whitty, probably my favorite. Option 3, Harry Kane. He's a footballer. Option 4, Greta Thunberg, activist. So just as always, there is no right or wrong answers to this question. It's all about who you think you would agree with, but we'd love to hear why. So for example, you might love Moana as a film. I know I do, but think about why you would pick her. So that reason, I think, is really important. So just spend 10 seconds thinking to yourself, who would you pick and why? So think of that reason. So let's pause for just 10 seconds. I think that's 10 seconds. Usually Sam tells me when 10 seconds is over. So, but I should be able to remember how long 10 seconds is. So, okay, great. So you've got an idea of who you think would be in your bubble. So just to run today's debate, we're going to have a young person to stand up like a teacher just to run the debate. Remember that it can't be an adult doing that. They're going to point at the person when it's your turn to speak, make sure everybody gets a turn. And when the clock hits 30 seconds, after you've had your discussion, you're going to say this group thinks that, just so you all know and you're all clear on who you'd be voting for. And if you're not leading, what you need to do is to decide which one you agree with, tell the people around you your opinion, and everybody, you need to try and reach a consensus, which means that everybody agrees on one answer. So the timer should be appearing any moment. And so let's get ready to debate. Let's debate. Okay, voting will be open now. And so your time is up, and you should have reached an agreement with the people that you're debating with. So all you need to do once once the voting, you can see the voting buttons, is just to click on the one that you have decided on, and you will be able to cast your vote. So what do we think? We're just going to wait and see how many votes we get for each person. So let's just wait for a second while we wait for these. I feel strongly that Chris Whitty should be winning this. He is someone who's given his life to science and does a great job at supporting the government. But I'm aware that lots of young people like Moana, Harry Kane's a very famous footballer. Greta Tumburg is, done such incredible achievements over the course of her lifetime. I can't pick with this one. So let's just wait a few more minutes while we wait for the votes to come in, and we will be announcing that any second. So just 10 more seconds, and you can okay, so I think we should be ready to go. So big debate this week, guys. So here we go. So well done to everybody for getting involved. All the ideas obviously are great, but here is the idea with the most votes. So let's have a look at what one has won. This is huge. Oh, okay, we have 18 votes for Moana, who's taken it by a landslide. But I'm very happy that Chris Whitty is in second place. The young people of the UK think Chris Whitty is cooler than Harry Kane and Greta Thunberg, which I think is very interesting. But maybe that just means there's not many Tottenham fans watching today. But that's very interesting. I'd love to hear why people thought Moana would be the best person in the bubble, apart from the fact that she's obviously a fantastic. She's in a great film. So if you do have any views on that, do let us know. But I'm very happy that Mr. Chris Whitty has featured so highly, and we will be emailing the government chief medical officer to let him know the good news as soon as the debate is finished. So thank you to everybody who's got involved. A great debate today. It's just been with me, so I hope you've had a good session, and we all miss Sam. But whether you're taking part live or later today in the week, thank you very much. And it's great to be back after a little break of Home Debate Club. And we have some very amazing new changes that are coming with Home Debate Club soon that we will be telling you all about. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel. So like and subscribe if you can, if you use YouTube. And also if you want to get email updates, you will be the first to hear about the improvements and the changes that we're going to be making to Home Debate Club. And you can sign up by looking at the sign up button below on Home Debate Club. So fantastic. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week. Go Moana!